I was chatting with some motor trade friends the other day and just had a little debate on the way the market is going. And some of the cars that people are selling that are 5 or 6 years old are potentially going to be written off for really minor things just because of modern technology or modern devices that have been fitted to the cars. So we're talking about cars that cost about £5,000 to buy, needing about £2,000 to £3,000 to repair items. Just imagine if you sold one of these cars and it developed a fault in one of these modern systems, that is going to have a serious dent in your profit margin. You're not going to be able to maintain your warranties and keep your customers happy just because of all this new tech. So this video, we're just going to look at some of the new tech that manufacturers are pushing into cars. That it's all well and good while everything's new, but when these get old and need replacing, we are looking at some really extortionate repair costs. So modern laser headlights, they offer incredible brightness. They're fantastic. The BMW 7 Series, I think, comes with laser headlights, but they're not alone. A lot of other manufacturers have been introducing laser headlights. So what happens when one of these headlights breaks? Do we just go to the breaker's yard and get a new one? Well, they're relatively rare. There's not many available in breakers' yards. So these are fitted to the more luxurious end of the car market. And as a consequence, they cost an absolute fortune. You are looking at around £3,000 to replace a modern headlight unit. So if it was damaged in a car park, which is the typical thing, or if there was some other damage to the headlamp unit, it's no longer a case of just a few hundred to replace this item, but it's just a headlamp. But this is what technology is doing for us. Things like adaptive cruise control, lane assist and other driver devices rely on radar systems. Now, these radar systems are on the front bumper of the car, which is exposed to all sorts of parking knocks and vibration from the road, and in time these radar units will degrade, they will fail. So what is the cost of replacing these radar sensor units that modern cars have? Well, it can run into the £2,000 or £3,000 bracket, and we're just talking about repairing something that the car doesn't actually need. The driver probably turns off a lot of these assistances anyway. But if you were dealing with a car that was only worth a few £1,000s, technically that car is now beyond economical repair because you've got this massive repair bill to consider. And this also moves on to things like windshields. The windscreen or the windshield is now coming with all sorts of additional sensors. So it may have an embedded camera, it may have a rain sensor that detects the rain so the automatic wipers can come on. And no longer is this a relatively cheap replacement. I have seen quotes for replacement windscreens running into the thousands. One of the highest I saw was about $2,500. That's getting on for 2,000 British pounds. Plus the bumpers that were around the car, typically designed to absorb all of these little parking impacts, are now embedded with sensors and cameras, which are in a prime location for becoming damaged. So if someone parks badly in the front of your car, they can quite easily damage the sensors. And these sensors cost an absolute fortune to replace. So no longer are we just looking at replacing a plastic bumper. We now need to look at all of the electronics that were embedded in that and make sure it's all working properly. Car keys have become very complex. There's digital interfaces. We have keyless stop-start systems with the key fob transmitting a signal all of the time. So if you lose your key or you need to replace your key, you're now looking at paying hundreds, if not near 1,000, to replace the key that essentially a few years ago was literally just a stick of metal that could have been cut by a local key replacement specialist. And this is often tied into the manufacturer because it's a security device and they keep a tight rein on all of the security aspects of their car. You can often only get these things coded by the dealer. So you're paying a dealer premium on top of the replacement of this key just to have the benefit of having a working key or a spare key for your car. And with all these extra complex systems, the maintenance of the car becomes even more complex. So don't get me started on EGRs and catalysts and particulate filters. They all seem to be coming with those now. Everything that is being added to cars is increasing the cost of maintenance, and in some cases you can only go to a main dealer to have a job done, so you're paying premium prices. So there's a lot of reasons now for older modern cars becoming less viable to keep running, just because of the excessive complexity and the comparable cost of repairing or replacing those complex additional systems. So it's no surprise that most of our viewers yearn for the day of having a relatively simple car that doesn't have all these unnecessary gadgets that add this level of unnecessary complexity to our cars. So thanks for watching. Please boot the like button. Let me know what you think about the added complexity in modern cars, and if you've been caught out with a massive repair bill for something that would never have happened on a car 20 or 30 years ago, because that technology just never existed. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We'd hate you to miss out on the great content we've got coming up. And speaking of great content, this video has been lined up for you, and this playlist, you should find that really interesting. Thanks for watching. See you in this next video.